Alrighty, so welcome back everybody, and this, after a good while, is another camp building tutorial video. And this time, since I once showed you the main character's kind of town camp, which was aiming to be an entire town in itself, this one is built in a similar fashion, at least planned out in a similar fashion. As you can see, I already placed the foundations, because I think there is no real, mastery in those. Basically, I just placed them up where I wanted them to be, fiddled them around, and then, started recording now so that you don't need to wait through that part. So, what we are doing right now is a kind of shack town, or a little town with I don't know, makeshift defenses or perimeter. I think that's probably the best word. We are at the Slocum's Jaw, right behind the goalie mine and above the Overseer's camp. The reason why I placed this here is not only because there is a nice little intersection of roads here that kind of acts as a good neighboring section for the whole town, but since Wastelanders is just around the corner within a month, I was thinking that the Overseer's camp, which is gonna host the other thing that we saw in the videos, the Rusty Pick, I think it, no, not the Rusty Pick, the, I don't know, whatever little foundation there's gonna be that the NPCs have built there. I'm assuming this road is gonna be used a lot for them, especially since it leads into Morgantown. So this place is also going to be aimed for newbies to help them out, and I am going to kit out the vending machine with early level loot, and probably for free as well. Hopefully the high level guys won't take it and then sell it for cash. I imagine they would be doing that if I let them. So anyway, all that I did so far was just to place down the crops so that they don't rot in my inventory, place up some foundations. Basically this was the only one that required a bit of fiddling around, and yeah, we are pretty much ready to go. So let's get right into it, shall we? First of all, I am going to use this foundation to make it a church. As you can see, I tried placing it high, but sadly this stupid texture glitch is showing itself again. Really nasty, but probably not the worst, at least it's at the sides. But yeah, when you are looking, just be sure that when you are building this stuff, you need to like raise it high enough. As you can see now, it's fading away, so that the texture isn't glitching through it. I really hope that Bethesda is going to address that issue at some point. Anyway, so this is going to be a church, and therefore we will need walls of the I'm guessing brick variety. So let's get right into it. So let's scroll right down to, yeah, this thing. So 1, 2. I said 2. Game. Thank you, game. 3, 4. Marvelous. And what else should be here? I'm guessing. No, I would rather not. You know what? I wanna put it there, because otherwise it's gonna look wonky. And give me. Can you put yourself there, please? No, I think I'll need to adjust it then later. I think if I put a roof up there. Oh yeah, by the way, we got finally roof options. Yeah, it's so nice to have some roof options. Okay, roof is up. And now we should be able to place that up here, right? No. Well, I guess that works. Yeah, I'll go with that, sure. Okay, and let's just cover up the rest of the walls with the wallpaper. Okay, and now finish up the rest of the roofing. Anytime you want, game. Okay, the game is... Okay, finally. Yep. Okay, cool. So this is the church foundation done. Let's move on to other houses. This one is gonna be a bus stop, and hence why there is a bus here. I was thinking that this would be a low... Oh, there's a player there. Hello. So this was gonna be kind of a pre-built area. So that was just the town just kind of stumbled upon. So they are not really, you know, doing anything with it. So right now I would like it to have a metal casing. As I said, it's kind of gonna go for a bus stop kind of look, which I think is, it might be a bit too big for a bus stop, but as I said, there's gonna be some setup crafting stations here, so we kind of need the space anyway. And while we are here, put up some stairs as well, because why not, eh? Okay, so bus stop is set up. Next thing is the public bathroom, which, you know, nobody can really afford to have an own bathroom in their house. That's why you kind of have to share with others here. It's the post-apocalyptic. It's the post-apocalypse after all. Jesus, I just butchered that so bad. Okay, I have an idea. So, you know, this type of wall, it's a kind of a fun fact, has the windows in kind of the middle. But there is a way with a bit of extra budget that you can make it so the window is on the top. And since this is a bathroom and it only needs the windows for air movement, I guess, or just venting, not, you know, for people like perverts to peek into the building. That's why I'm gonna do the windowing in a different way. But for now, we need the door parts. Is there any different ones? No, only this one. Okay, so door up here, and let's just put up some walls that are not gonna be windowed. So this one, possibly this one too, and maybe this one. Okay, and now what you need to do is gonna use this type of wall here on both sides, and then using this type of wall for here. Now you can see that the window is immediately a lot higher, and I can barely speak into the building, so it kind of fits or serves the purpose right. And there we go, another one, and let's see some roofs, and put it there. Marvelous. Okay, bathroom is done. Looking good. And finally, or is it finally? No, not finally, but this is gonna be one of the, I don't know, living quarter halls, I don't know. You name it, I'm just gonna build it up. And what I was thinking is that I saw different types of walls on the Atomic Shop or wallpapers. And while I'm tempted to do it with brick as well, I wanted to try out something a bit different. And for that, I'm going to need a bit of cheating. Actually, you can just go here, I did it here anyway. But if I remember correctly, you can kind of cheese the system by putting a wall there. Anytime you want, game. There you go. And if I am correct in thinking what I'm thinking, there we go. I can just swap around the walls. Okay, so after having to rebuild the whole thing and a bit higher up because I couldn't place down a foundation outside of it because of this goddamn little bulge in the land here. I need to, yeah, I just raised the whole thing, did the whole technique that I showed you earlier, and I also didn't forget to put these things in there so that the seaming is less noticeable. You only need to place it like, you know, not in these places where it's the inside, but only when it's the outside. You can spare a little bit of budget with that as well. And the way you're gonna notice if you did the same type of forward area here that I set down here a bit lower down than the main area. What you need to do is that in order to place a roof on top of it, since you cannot attach roofs outside, which is, you know, this is considered supposedly the outside part of the wall. Therefore, you need to set up another wall, which I did here. I put a wall up here, and then I put up the proper, you know, directional wall here. Put a roof there, and then to that roof you can connect to this roof. And after you're done with that, you can delete the original roof. It's gonna stay there, and then you can place inside these little walls, but only afterwards. So, you know, like now if I delete this, I can actually put this back because it's gonna let me. The same way you do the other one. So this is how you can make it work if you are using the same technique to, you know, create this kind of like turned outside house that I am doing right now. So let's just finish up with this stair, and then I'm gonna show you why I did the whole ordeal and why I think it was in the end worth it. So wallpapers. You know, you can actually create yourself like a wooden looking house if you want, which is actually a clean wood, not like the one that you have available at the beginning of the game. But right now I bought a single one of these just because of this, the green one. I think this greenhouse looks really good, especially if you can actually place it to the outside. And I'm gonna just, you know, go the extra mile and do the effort so that I can actually make myself a greenhouse, because that's gonna be something unique definitely when players are coming across it. So yeah, look at this greenhouse. Works pretty much seamlessly. You can only see like a little bit of white in the inside there because of how the walls connect to each other when they are turned outside, and also the roof up there isn't perfect, but again, it's something that you're not gonna take like a big notice of. If you want it to not be that noticeable, just try to either raise this platform a bit higher so that this is lower in comparison. I didn't have any more space, like it wouldn't let me place it any further down into the ground, so that's why I had to settle with this. And as you can see, the bricks from the inside don't look that bad either, so I think you can definitely settle with this look. So, second house is done. Nice green one. So let's now move on to the towers. And what I'm gonna do here, and it's already measured out to be the correct spacing, I am going to use the which type of walls? This kind of I just like to call them shack or I think it's warehouse what it's listed as, but I'm just gonna call them shack walls. There we go. So these are gonna be our tower foundations. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna need some stairs. And what I am going to do is the reason why I put it, too wide. Also, wait, did I? Okay, I forgot the doorway. I'm an idiot. Back here, and I need this to be a doorway. Yes. Okay, now it's good. So, put a stair up here. And now, go back to floors. And just do this. There we go. Like that. Now it should actually work out. Is there no... No, I don't think there is one. I would have appreciated the same type of walling here, but never mind. What we can do on the other hand is... I don't think I can put up a stair here properly, to be fair. I'm gonna solve this other way, don't worry. I have an idea. I can create a stair with something else. I need the floors though. So right now... Can I... Yes, I can. Marvelous. Like that. And before I forget, I need now defenses. And this type of walls, if you didn't know it already, they actually stick to this kind of game. Please stop acting up. Give me back my frames. Is it because I'm thirsty? Better not be. There we go. Are you happy now, game? Okay, game is happy now. Now that I've fed myself. I could probably actually make it so that the floors actually go this way around as well. Make it a bit more varied. There we go. Okay, so now you have a full perimeter you can walk across here. This is kind of gonna be like the upper town, I guess. Maybe I could continue it with this part as well. Just kind of, if that you I don't know, maybe I could, yeah. Let me try. Because I kind of wanted this whole town to be leveled or like bi-leveled. Also, apparently it's just too far inside. Okay, so how about I just kind of change up the whole thing and I put this here. I think that should be good enough for him. Or maybe no, actually. Can I put this in the... Yeah, okay, that works better. I'll put it next to the church so that the church actually acting as a wall, even though you can still fall down here, but it looks a bit better, I think, if it's out there. And just so that it's not immersion breaking, I kind of want to put down some foundations down here as well, even though it's a bit late, but I can still work with it. So I'm gonna see you back when I'm done with that. Okay, so we are finished up with this part, and as you can see, I kind of made it so that the fencing isn't consistent, so that it's actually looking like not something totally organized or well made. It's just kind of a put together shack town. And right here is kind of the same idea. Also, be careful that even though I use these pylons to make them look like, they're not floating, they actually are being held up by something. And that pylon also prevents the placement of this fencing. So that's something, you might want to fence it before you actually do the piloning. And then I also made if I wouldn't get stuck here, I also made kind of a route up to the roof of this house in case you want to do a shootout from here. Anyway, this area of the town is now pretty much done, but I still wanted to kind of carry it a bit further down to the that direction. Yeah, so this is kind of like a sniper's nest area. Put one up there. Put these there. Probably not needed there, but you get the idea. Anyway, it's not supposed to be organized. It's kind of like the beauty of this whole thing is that the weirder it looks, the actually better it is for the overall theme of the place. And don't forget to put up some pylons, yeah. So, this, like already just you're looking at what we have so far, it actually feels like this is much bigger than a camp area should allow you to build. But this is how you can kind of make use of your camp area really well. As you can see, this whole place is really like airy. There is still a lot that you could place there if you place it somewhere else other than the road that I placed it here, which I'm an idiot. But anyway, this is the whole main structuring. Right now, I'm just gonna jump into the video, jump a bit, and then just gonna fill up the space with a bit more of a thematic decorationing and whatnot, and I'll see you with the pretty much finished build. So yeah, be right back. Alrighty, so we are finally done with the camp build, and let's look through which is done how, if that makes any sense. So, kind of wanted to go with the Fallout 3-esque Megaton look on this side at least. You got a little bit of turret there because enemies tend to spawn at that point. You can come in through here with a fortified entrance. It's kind of hard to align things around the windmills, so I had to use the floor mat glitch. If you don't know how that works, you basically put down a floor mat, put down anything on it, and then wherever you can put the floor mat, it's gonna carry over the items that are placed on top of it. There is the vending machine, because of course you need that. Now, as I've said about the towers, there are 2 points where you can ascend to the second floor. This is not one of them. This is just a kind of barracks, I guess, for the guards. You can just sleep here if they want. Get some water. This is one of the guard spots. This is not an entrance. As you can see, it's working quite well so far. With a level 2 turret there. So you can come across here, come up here. Sadly, I couldn't fill out these places too much because I'm completely full of camp budget, as you can see here. But then you come up here, and then this is the shack roof area. This is another guard spot here, guarding this entrance. You can come through here, all the way towards here, and to the east side of the town. And then, as I said, there is the other area where you can descend with a flag from Meat Week. This is the farm area that you saw from above. Just a few crops here and there. Tried to fill up this kind of closed off wall area here with the straw or hay bales and the whatever chariot this is. I don't know what it's called in English. Let's go this way for now. So this is the rear entrance of the living hall, I guess you could say. Bit of a coffee table, kitchen area with the new keg that was added just today. Few tidbits, kids something to play with. For the kids, something to play with, some cleaning equipment, and the bedroom. I guess, yeah, I didn't really have walls to dissect them or section them away from each other, so you'll have to suffice with this. Anyway, let's go out to through the front entrance. Jesus, I cannot speak. Yeah, this is the greenhouse I was talking about. Another entrance or exit from the town to this area. This is how it looks from this side. Another guard spot. Fenced off from every direction, by the way, so I at least made sure that that works. The public bathroom with some necessities, hairbrush, soap, toilet paper, which seems to be very much lacking nowadays, and some drinking glass for purposes. Yeah, another guard spot here because, you know, as I said, it's kind of a good vantage point to like almost 180 degrees from this camp. There is the bus stop that was repurposed for a crafting workshop area. You can go through here and then exit the bus if you want. So yeah, we went around in this area. And the final place I haven't shown you that is the church. Mothman's church to be fair. Also that lamp not being in the middle is kind of taking me off, so let me just fix that. There we go. Okay, so this is Mothman's church with some pews, some heating for the winter times. Mothman's eggs. No, it's not a Deathglow egg, it's a Mothman eggs, okay? Whoever tells you anything else, they're lying. That's Mothman eggs. And I can just preach from here if I wanted to. And yeah, ignore that. So yeah, this is pretty much the whole camp. As you can see, I made a lot of buildings. You can basically just walk through this street as if it was an actual town, and you wouldn't notice that it's actually just one singular camp. So yeah, I think I'm pretty satisfied with how it came out. Hope you enjoyed too, and hope it gave you some ideas for your own camp as well. And yeah, I should probably really record my voice lines in advance, but yeah, it sounds less honest that way, I guess. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and have a good one. Goodbye.